Hey, Cozy Gloves here. I'm wearing a hat. And today we're going to be talking about how much can you change in a mix. For some people, this is a really easy question. There are basically three types of producers, and this was something an instructor he came up with this. He said there's an obstetric producer. This is a producer whose job it is to deliver your brain child. So a band comes to you and they say, hey, we're our own thing. We have our own songs. We just need someone to produce them. That's it. We want you to get in the way as little as possible. That's the obstetric producer. This question is a hard question for him because the line moves. It's very different for different groups. So you need to make that clear with the band. The next one is the author producer. There's only really two. There is a third one though. The author producer is the producer who they write their own stuff. And the artist may come to you and say, I've got some ideas, but they say, oh, but it's totally up for interpretation. And can you make the beat? You know, you're a really big part of the production. If not, you are the production. And the artist is just asking for you to basically almost like a co-songwrite deal. If not, you are actually doing everything yourself. Anyways, maybe it's you who are the artist as well. And then the last one is the archival producer, and their job is to just record stuff for archival reasons. Think of like John and Alan Lomax. They were good examples of archival producers. They went around and collected music for Congress, I believe. So those are the three types of production. The second one, for the author producer, you can change whatever the junk you want. Doesn't matter. But the first guy has a hard time answering this. And in the mix, this is just what I found. Depending on your relationship with the members of the band, change it. If it doesn't take that long, if they're sitting there watching you, if it takes a long time, then they're not going to be happy with you. So if you can't do it fast, don't do it. But if you can do it fast, maybe you have this cool idea, then do it. However, I have heard some people say it actually became quite a hot debate in the class I was in, was like you can't even distort certain things without their permission. That I think that's going too far. We're going highly into opinion territory. So this is where you're gonna be pretty wise about this. First, just ask them, hey, can I try a thing? Ask them what your creative freedoms are. And then the third one is just do it and ask later. Half the time, if they can't pick out that you did something, then do it. You'd be surprised on sometimes they're not trained all the time to listen for these things. If they've been around for a while, they already have a style. Try to emulate that. Unless they want to go in a new direction. Maybe they came to you because they want to go in a new direction. So they want different processing. So it might be really good on the table. Basically what I'm saying is you can change a lot in the mix. You can change a crap ton. You can filter, sweep. You can do all sorts of things. Try it. They come to you because they like the way you sound. I'm assuming they've heard some of your work. So don't be afraid to change things in the mix. That's pretty much just that. I'm curious, though, to hear what you guys think. How much can you change in a mix? What do you think is worthy to change in a mix? I've heard some people flip out only because they added reverb on a vocal and they're like, heck no, that's something especially with punk bands, you want to be careful sometimes because they like to sound really raw, very minimal processing. Like some of them say no compression. Others say screw the system, put all the compression you possibly can. I want it to sound way over compressed because we're making a statement. So it totally depends. So I'm curious to see what your guys' experience are and what you think where the line is drawn. If you have any questions for me, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. No,